Hello everyone, today we are talking about two cryptos in the one video. We have XRP and we have XDC. Why am I talking about both of these cryptos? Mainly because of this tweet I saw by the co-founder of Zinfin, Atul, if you are not aware of him. It's a response to this tweet here where on-demand liquidity for corporate enterprises, international trade finance being XDC's staple in the space. What does he think about the situation? Let's hear his response. So, you will be surprised how far we have made it in this space, allowed Q1 of 2023. About XRP, we feel there are many ways to complement XDC network capabilities with XRP ecosystem. There is no competition really, but a potential to team up if there is mutual interest. Yes, they have different utility, they complement each other, they are not competing. In today's video, I have to really nitpick what I talk about with these assets because I've spoken about them so much. So I want to talk about settlement, XRP, cross-border settlement for institutional transactions, XDC, international trade finance settlement mechanism. Then I want to talk about the growing ecosystems involved. And lastly, who will pump first? Stay tuned for that. A lot of value in today's video. Stay around to the end. Without further ado, here we go. Okay, so firstly, I have to plug the Decent wallet because of the actual prices available for you and everyone if you want to get one for yourself. But Christmas is obviously approaching very, very soon. $99 per Decent wallet. This is the lowest I've ever seen. Obviously, using the links down below. And for two wallets, $179. If you want to support XEC, XRP on a cold wallet, get the links down below if you are interested. Now let's talk about settlement. Now, when I talk about XDC with settlement, the first thing that springs to mind is Impel. Do not sleep on this. This is huge. So what does Impel offer? Let's talk about our free XDC network bridge instant settlement capability for contracts and agreements via core dApps using digital assets as collateral. Okay, so firstly, you might be wondering, who is Impel? Well, Impel is a fintech innovator that uses blockchain technology to deliver financial messaging, instant settlement, and a bridge to the R3 Corda platform to future-facing banks and fintechs. And this bridge is going to allow value to move freely between the Corda public network and the XCC network's public blockchain. And on one hand, we can see it mitigate institutional risk and turn Corda into a hybrid network. On the other hand, it can be used as a settlement vehicle within the Corda ecosystem. Huge, right? One example of settlement with XCC being an international trade finance settlement mechanism. Now to XRP, cross-border settlement for institutional transactions. Let's talk about the ODL, one example, a partnership with FOMOPay. So FOMOPay, a revolutionary way to pay and transact. FOMOPay is a first of its kind, prioritizing the customer's experience first with a comprehensive suite of digital financial inclusions. So this is going to improve cross-border treasury flows using the ODL, so making more achievable or affordable instant settlement for FOMOPay and USD and EUR globally. And XRP is one of the only cryptocurrencies that actually has legitimate use, where we're seeing settlement with financial institutions with cross-border payments, like settling cross-border payments here. And we're moving towards a new era, tokenization, legacy markets, days to settle. XRP 1,500 transactions per second and 3 to 5 settlement time. XCC 2,000 transactions per second and 2-second settlement time. We are moving to a new era here. Also with the ODL, we can see here instant payment settlement and limits of fund for pre-funding destination accounts. So we can see the partners here. A lot are recognizable, like FOMOPay, like we just mentioned. iRemit and Trangolo here, we talked about that $1 billion sort of revenue, $11 billion processed worldwide going forward. This is going to play a huge part into the end game. What is actually going to pump first with these assets? Now moving on to growing ecosystems. So XRP has NFT collectibles, gaming and metaverse, marketplaces, DEXs and launchpads, wallets and explorers. And here we have a picture of the XRP ecosystem. And this is what I'm really excited for the future, being the XRP ledger being your stop for everything when it comes to trading, payments, tokenization, everything involved. And going forward to XLS 30D, bringing in a public, AMM public liquidity pools. And here we have the XDC ecosystem. Now we have Oracle, storage, NFTs, DEX swap, bank, NFT/loans, data, payment, stablecoin, gold. But beware, a lot of these, this is back in May, have actually disappeared. Do not trust everything that is being built or part of XDC when it comes to XRC20 tokens. Some are actually gone, so beware, there are low caps, but you can make a lot of profit, but you can make a lot of loss, especially in these bearish times. Stick to what you know. But also we can see here what's been integrated with XC Network recently from this space. So Status Euro is now live on XC Network. DMCC Authority digitizes gold trading through tokenization of Comtech Gold Official Gold Bullion backed by DMC's trade flow platform. Huge. We talked about this in previous videos of XDC and the US Plus stablecoin by Fluent DAO integration goes live with the XDC network. The XRP ledger being your one-stop shop for everything involved, as I mentioned before, when it comes to tokenization, trade, payments, everything involved. XDC being the next Ethereum if it can stand the test of time. You're already seeing miners move over from Ethereum. It's EVM compatible. That switch is very easy. It's seamless. So many more benefits to build on XDC. And lastly, probably the part you've been waiting for, who will pump first? You have your answers. You probably already know which one first for multiple reasons. They're both going to pump. Obviously, in my opinion, that's why I'm invested in them. But the first one will be XRP, where we'll go into detail about these. So, regulatory clarity, media attention/FOMO, US partnerships be announced, relisting on exchanges, and ODL utilization. And I mean, the majority of these are self-explanatory. You know, it's a knockoff effect here. You know, the regulatory clarity having the potential to be the first cryptocurrency asset to have clarity in the US. What that's going to enable, media attention, US partnerships being announced, relisting exchanges, having to buy a supply of XRP to actually list it on the exchange. ODL utilization, we spoke about this before, going from annual, you know, in the billions to wholesale payments in the hundreds of trillions. Then ODL actually affecting the price of XRP, because we're seeing constant, you know, on Twitter, ODL usage, and people are like, why is the price not moving? There's not enough demand. There needs to be more demand for the supply actually available. And that will happen with wholesale payments. And with XCC, it will pump, but it comes to regulation legislation. You know, electronic trade documents bill, this won't be into effect until mid-2023, and that's one piece of the puzzle when it comes to MLETR. You know, in jurisdictions, I think it's only 7 right now. There's like 320 in the whole world. Obviously, that's not all needed. But when you think about the electronic bill of lading, it's only like, you know, a couple % of the way forward, not 100%. There's so much need to be done. But for a chance at generational wealth, I'm willing to wait. Let me know your opinions down below. Do you think XDC will pump first? Let me know why. Why do you think that? Do you think none of them will pump soon? Do you think they'll pump at a later date? We're talking about maybe 2025. Let me know why you think that. I want to hear your opinions down below. But to summarize, we've went over different settlement with XRP and XDC. Going over this tweet here, mainly with Atul, the co-founder of Zinfin, realizing that they coexist. You know, XDC's bread and butter is trade finance, but obviously Ripple has use cases, can utilize trade finance. Quant has, you know, connections with trade finance, but XCC, that is their bread and butter when it comes to being a trade finance settlement mechanism, right? Also, talking about the growing ecosystems, XRP Ledger being the place to be for everything that you need and what's being built on XCC, especially during the bear market. This is the most important time. Be updated on Twitter, every single media outlet you can get with these assets. And who will pump first? I believe XRP. XRP will pump first, then a lot of people plan to take their profits and put that into XDC. But if you made it far in today's video, thank you very much for watching. Please leave a like down below, and I will see you guys in the next one.